Hello, good morning. Happy Friday, and this is video log entry 41. Currently it is 9 a.m. CST, and yep, everything's been pretty good actually. Yesterday was, I would say I would say surprising more than interesting, to be honest with you. Everything kind of just lined up almost perfectly because, well, as you guys may have known, I told you I was going to an interview yesterday, and on the way to the interview, there was like this sign that says it was like this car junk service, and that was interesting because I was trying to find ways to get rid of my car, and on the way there, I had my interview over at that place, and it was a very simple one. I mean, it was a warehouse position, so he asked me if I had any experience working in a warehouse, and I told him no, and he kind of just started, well, he was like slow at filling the information over there and whatnot, so it took a while for him to ask me other questions. I think it was like he was kind of like one of those guys that were obligated to do the interview. No, he wasn't a recruiter or anything like that, but he worked in the restaurant industry for a while. I'm not sure. I think he transitioned to the warehouse after a few years or something. I don't know. He said he was originally at the restaurant though, in this company that I applied for, and this warehouse position's about $20 an hour, and it's also unionized. And yeah, I mean it's yeah. He gave me the job offer right on the spot, and I was like, okay, that was surprising. And I told him that I needed a couple of days to think about it, and I told him to send me an email of the offer, but I don't think they didn't have a template for that, so maybe he didn't send me an email because of that, or maybe he found somebody else. But I told him I needed a couple of days, and he said that I could always just come in and see if he's like, when I'm like sure about making that decision, I can come in and just say I'm ready to work, pretty much. So it's supposed to start in like 2 weeks, or sorry, a week and a half. Yeah, and so I got back and I opened my mailbox and I got my card. Everything's been lining up pretty nicely, and I mean, I was in a bit of an unsure time because I have to pay my bills and I need my card. It makes it easier. I don't think there was a way to input a routing number on their website, so I would have had to have called the property management to then pay that way or something. I don't know. I would have to tell them that I'm in a weird spot as of now, but everything just lined up perfectly. And oh, like I said, I saw that sign, and now I actually have a job offer, which I'm probably just going to take, honestly, because it's in the perfect place. It's like a 20-minute commute on train. So in total, it's going to be what, like 40 minutes every day on train. And I just walk over there and I just do my job, and it's a morning shift as well. So yeah. I mean, like, I was really surprised, but maybe, I don't know, I didn't know how to, like, he just asked me a question about, it was like, why do you think you're fit for the job? And I was like, this is a warehouse position. So I was like, I mean, I've worked in a lot of places, and I've worked in retail before, and I've done inventory management to an extent and whatnot. When I say retail, I mean retail in a park. So it's not really retail, not serious retail, at least. And I wasn't the one doing it because I wasn't the supervisor or lead. So I was kind of there to fill in the blanks when necessary. So I don't know. It was just, yeah, it was weird. And he just gave me the job offer, and I kind of like it because they offer lunch as well for the morning shifts. And I was like, oh shit, so I don't have to bring lunch. That's great. That's perfect, because I was actually just thinking about, at least when I was considering all the possible outcomes, I was like, oh shit, well, if I'm going to be working in the morning, then I should probably bring a lunchbox with me or something like that, and then I would have to go get like, that would be like another grocery item I would have to add, because my current diet patterns are just small breakfast and a bigger dinner, and my dinners are just like chicken and salad, and my breakfast is more like eggs, and maybe I'll have bagels and cream cheese, maybe, and then some fruits throughout the day, and that's pretty much it. That's all. That's My diet has been pretty clean, except for yesterday I went to the grocery store and I got myself a cheese Danish. I also had to get some more eggs and some more bagels and whatnot, and I don't know, everything's been lining up really nicely. But I have also been learning to let go, and I don't know, I've been looking at random videos about spirituality and learning to let go and just letting the universe do its work, and I was like, and that's what I did, and I started to just trust myself, my higher self, and if you want to think of it like that. and everything has just been falling into place, just plopping on my lap without me having to do anything really. I haven't been pushing myself. I've just been going through the same. I've been pretty much following my heart. I've been putting my brain to the side and not analyzing everything. And I only analyze things when I need to now. So I can use it when I need to. That's another annoying thing is that my dad, he still uses that part of his brain too much, where he knows. Well, I don't think he's aware of the. I don't think he's as aware of me. So he tends to use his brain in situations where he doesn't need to, or where he's using his brain for like just random things. He's just wasting energy on things that don't really matter. I sort of did that when I was younger, but I've learned to slowly, I've been slowly finding that balance between my mind and my heart and my body, pretty much. I guess people say the heart is a spirit or whatever. I don't know, man. I guess you could also think of it out as the unconscious speaking to you. I don't know. You can think of it in a lot of ways, but yeah. So I mean, I've been trusting my mind. Well, okay, not my the more unconscious part of my mind more than my conscious, because, well, yeah. I mean, that's a big chunk of your brain. You should be utilizing that, right? It's there for a reason. Yeah. So. Yeah, and I don't know. I've been reassuring myself, and I don't know, these voices keep echoing in my head. I don't know if it's like I guess it's my unconscious telling me that you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason, and things are just pretty much looking up, and it's been reassuring, and I've been getting a lot of affirmations that way, and I don't know. I've just been more positive, I guess. So that's a good thing. I've been learning to let go, and that's always been my issue, is that I've been putting my brain in the way of my own self-progression. And this had to happen. This had to happen for me to move on, right? And it happened. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty great. I guess I'll do some socialization today, and I have a few things for next week's list. I'm going to check out the DMV. Let's see here. I think I have a few other things. I was going to check the gym out sometime this weekend or next week. I'm not going to push myself too much, but yeah. And then I'm talking Johanna again. She's going to criticize my resume again, even though yeah. Anyways, she'll help me out, and I still have to revise my resume. Still, I haven't been cleaning that out, but yeah. I mean, like, I think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm putting my brain in the way. I should just take the job, right? And just, I mean, it seems like a good job. It's unionized, and it's not like Amazon, and you have to like hit a certain target for package distribution and whatnot. So it's not like you're doing slave work. At least I don't think it is, and I'll gauge how tiring it is once I do it the first few times. So it's busy season though. So for this particular restaurant chain, it's pretty busy season. And the nice thing is it's a big chain, and it seems like everybody's really nice, and they seem value oriented, and it seems like they have a good head on their shoulders. They seem to, yeah, I don't know. I can sign up for what I checked their website, did some research, and I could see another nice thing is that they actually how a lot of grocery stores and restaurant chains tend to throw away their stuff. They actually donate it to food pantries and different places that may need it more, right? So that's good. That was nice to see, and maybe more positive. It's like, okay, so I'm working for a company that's unionized in certain sectors. I think it's unionized in some sectors. I'm not sure about warehouses are unionized, but the actual restaurants, I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure what the system is like over there, because, well, I didn't check that. I don't really care about restaurants much. I don't know. I feel like that would drain me. They're out there. I've seen people working in kitchens, and yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, like, kitchen jobs actually take a lot of cognitive capacity. It takes a lot of cognitive capacity, because you're going to be burning out your RAM quite a bit with all the work. It's very adaptive, right? And adaptive jobs are cool. I can do them, but I know what's going to happen, because like any other job, of course, I don't know. Some people like adaptive jobs more. For me, I'd rather have something that's a little bit more repetitive, so I can actually focus on the things that are going through my head as of now, right? So I need that space, and I need that extra energy to at the end of the day to actually just focus on these things that are changing in my mind, and so I can actually like create. I want to figure out what's next in my life, right? So if I have a kitchen job, I don't think I'm going to have that much energy at the end of the day, and I think it's going to mess up my mind. And there's a reason why all of this is happening right now, and I should probably just take the job and just work with it for the time being. Yeah, so I mean, this is a seasonal position as well, so it's going to last until September-ish. And then, yeah, that'll give me enough time to recalibrate, and I think I'll have plenty of energy at the end of the day and just figure things out, and I'll probably keep working on my resume and whatnot, and I'll be looking for other possibilities, and if I like the warehouse, and I'll stick there throughout the rest of the summer and even part of the fall. So we'll see how that goes. But the guy seemed really nice, and everybody that I saw, the hiring managers or the people who were doing the interview stuff, seemed really nice. Everybody seemed nice, and it seemed like something I can subscribe to, and I'm fairly picky, so that doesn't happen often. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to take the job, and I'm going to go up there myself because I don't have their number. I told them to email me. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm just going to go over there anyways and see if I can still get the job, because I told him, I was like, just give me just a few days. I'm hoping that he's still willing to let me come in. I think he will, because I think they were semi-desperate for workers. It's really busy season. I talked to my dad about it, and I don't like talking to my dad because he simplifies everything, and he always acts like he's sure about this being the case, even though there are multiple possibilities with probability weights to them. He doesn't understand that, and maybe he's weighing them in his head, and he's going to say, yeah, this is the most likely outcome. But he wasn't there. He doesn't understand what I saw. Like, I try to tell him that, but he simplifies everything. I don't know. Whatever. He can think the way he wants to. I don't think he understands nuances. He's been like that for a while, and he always acts sure about everything. It's always this or that. It's black and white for him. He's very simplistic, and it's annoying, and I just don't like talking to him for advice because it's always this or that, right? And then his advice is the same way. He simplifies the system, and then he says, based on these, he's working off of decent assumptions, and he's using his analytical brain to come up to a solution that's okay, but at the same time, he doesn't realize that he's working off of a very simplistic axiomatic system. And I'm like, so I just don't like talking to him because he doesn't understand the underpinnings of the true axiomatic system of what reality is. And it's whatever. It's fine. He's him, and he's annoying sometimes, but I'd rather talk to my mom. At least she's aware of the fact that she doesn't understand things. He's not aware of the fact that he doesn't understand things, so he acts very sure. And he's been like that ever since I was a kid, and he instilled that in my own brain, right? I was always unsure about things because of him, because he thinks that he knows everything, which he doesn't. And based off of that, he's reflected that and projected it on me and made me think that I didn't know anything because he was always right. He was the one who was always right. I can't argue with him because he'll get mad, and he was very impulsive. He couldn't control his emotions. I could control mine pretty well. Like, when I get mad, I just say, oh, I'm mad. I put myself outside of myself, right? I can see my emotions coming in, and I can either suppress them, feel them, but I don't have to add a physiological response to them. But I don't think many people are like me anyways, so it's fine. Whatever. Anyways, I think that's it for now. As I said, I'm going to socialize. I'm going to go to a bar, a tavern, and I'm just going to diffuse a little bit. And I think today I may even just go back to that place again just to see what I can do, like I said. And this weekend I may just check out the gym to see how busy it is, even though I want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. As I said before, next week I have that meeting, and I also have the tutoring thing. It's a volunteering thing. I'm not getting paid for it, but I like helping. I want to help in some way. That's a good start for now. I want to get a feel for what it's like because I've never done it before. I've been trying to be a little bit more open towards new experiences and whatnot because I've been closing myself off of a lot of possibilities because of my honestly, that was because of my own self-esteem. I doubted myself for so long, and I realized I have a lot more potential than what my family and my siblings had made me believe, because they weren't the nicest people, unfortunately. But at least I'm starting to realize it now, so it's fine. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.